because his mother... Oh! Down goes Elvis Rodriguez, and he's in bad shape after that shot that Jino Rodriguez landed on the top of his head.
His legs are not back. They're gone.
He claims it was a forearm to the head. Let's take a look at the replay if we get there. As Rodrigo's on the hunt once again, landing a flurry of punches. As counter there from Elvis! Rodrigo is now taking the count.
How about Rodrigo's recovery?
Yes.
He got dropped pretty hard.
How about that? A double right uppercut from Elvis Rodriguez. That should have been a knockdown. I think his glove touched the canvas.
Wearing black trunks with red and gold trim. His record, 12 victories with 3 defeats, 2 draws. 10 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Angano, Philippines, Jino, the Silent Beast, Rodrigo! Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 141.6 pounds, wearing white trunks with teal and orange trim. His record, 15 victories with 1 defeat and 1 draw. 13 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Elvis, the Dominican Kid, Rodriguez!
Up here, I consider legal. Everything up here, I consider legal. We shoot restrictions in the dressing room. Expect a tough, clean fight. Give them commands all the time. Protect themselves all the time. Touch them up.
Working, I never gave up, never quit. They saw me push forward. I won all 4 of my fights, looking good. And here I am, back home. They made me a star. Now they can make me a champion.
Position. But listen, I mean, I've been very high on Elvis for a while. I know my friend Freddie Roach has been very, very high on Elvis for a while. And that's why he's back.
He's in against Jino Rodriguez, making his U.S. debut after 16 fights in his native Philippines, 1 fight in Japan. But Elvis was mentioned as a potential opponent for the headliner tonight for world title against Teofimo Lopez. That didn't happen.
Champion, which, as you said, Elvis could potentially be a world champion right now if he had gotten that fight. In that southpaw position, huge for the weight class. I mean, tall, long, muscular, has shown good power in the past.
Man, he looks bigger than last time we saw him.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's filled in. I don't know if he's doing some kind of different strength conditioning, but definitely more muscular in the arms.
Interesting that one time Elvis ended up in the gym with Freddie Roach because his mother... Oh! Down goes Elvis Rodriguez, and he's in bad shape after that shot that Jino Rodriguez landed on the top of his head.
His legs are not back. They're gone.
How will Rodriguez deal with Rodrigo coming in after him with over half a minute left here in the first round? He's doing the right thing here by holding on, Chris. He claims it was a forearm to the head. Let's take a look at the replay if we get there. As Rodrigo's on the hunt once again, landing a flurry of punches. As counter there from Elvis! Rodrigo is now taking the count.
That's one way to clear your head.
Wow. Both men down in the opening round. Both needing to recover. We'll listen to the corners. What an opening round in Miami.
So pay attention to what's going on. Hands up. Hands up. I know, hands up.
Both men down. Let's take a look at that first knockdown.
Yeah, I believe it was a right hook from Rodriguez off the top of the head. Boom, right there. Those shots, those are very debilitating. It takes your legs, knocks your equilibrium off. See that shot again? Yeah, right between the guard, split the guard, right on the forehead.
Wow.
The shock absorbers in your neck absorb those shots, takes your legs away. Here we're going to see, I believe, a right hook from Elvis Rodriguez. Bang! Ooh. Right there, right on the money. Folds Rodriguez up in a very, Rodrigo up in a very uncomfortable position. He falls over that front leg in an awkward position. Bang! Short little check hook on the inside. Rodrigo didn't see it.
That was a 45, perfectly landed in close distance from Elvis Rodrigo. When it looked like Rodrigo was going in for the finish. And what an exciting first 3 minutes of this fight. Rodrigo now
put Rodrigo on the canvas.
I mean, it was all instincts right there. And there's a straight left now that puts Rodrigo on skates.
And he was smart to roll out because Rodrigo came back with that big right hook that hurt him in the first round. Can't count out those Filipino fighters, man. This guy's got a punch. 10 KOs in his 12 wins.
Absolutely. Only 6 amateur fights. Started boxing, though, at age 13. He said, I did it to feed my family and to look for a better future for myself. Did a 3-month camp, 2 in the Philippines, 1 in California. Who's coming off of the biggest win of his career against Victor Postal.
Yeah, it's a big wing. I mean, even an aging Victor Postal, it's a big name to have on your list. Former world champion. And we had mentioned the physical size of Elvis Rodriguez right before that knockdown happened. It makes me think, did he struggle to make the weight? Did he do some extra strength conditioning, like I said, put on some muscle?
Fights, and at that stage of your career, you're looking for bigger fights, as you see both guys just trying to land that bomb here in the second round after both going down in the opening round.
He is now a live dog in this fight. Oh,
that was a nice.
Yeah, it's again.
It's interesting because so far so good after that crazy first round for Elvis Rodriguez's return to ESPN. But or you like this more?
No, I don't miss that. I realized that I was retired when I watched a very, very tough fight and I was calling it, and I said, man, I don't want to be on either one of those guys. And I was like, oh, I'm done. That was it.
Well, it's good to have you here with Timothy Bradley out on vacation. Chris Algier, a former champion in this weight class at 140 pounds. And he says a great performance on a Teofimo Lopez card might finally create that demand for Teofimo to step up and give me a world title opportunity. The vulnerability you show that actually gets you a title shot.
I was going to say, showing some weakness sometimes can help you get that opportunity as well.
Well, Rodrigo not showing any weakness with that overhand right, but good defensive responsibility from Rodriguez until he tried to open up.
The punch that you want to look for, but that looping shot goes out of your vision because your glove is blinding you.
And Rodrigo through the ropes, just a slip. But you could see he's trying to throw every punch with everything, and that really allows Elvis to use his momentum against him.
You can see in Elvis' position right now, he's got his head heavy over his front foot, which is giving Rodrigo the opportunity to land those right hands.
Rodrigo just looking to land that right hand. And really for him, it's anywhere, Chris. He saw the damage did on the forehead, so.
Some good fundamental boxing that you like to see in these young fighters.
Oh, nice looping right hook from Elvis. And you see Rodrigo, he's got one punch, but so far it's worked for him. 12 victories does the Filipino, Jino Rodrigo. 10 of those have been by knockout. So if he hits you, you're going to feel it.
I mean, we spoke about Elvis Rodriguez's recovery. How about Rodrigo's recovery? He got dropped pretty hard.
How about that? A double right uppercut from Elvis Rodriguez. That should have been a knockdown. I think his glove touched the canvas. We're going to get another look at it momentarily. And I think down.
Oh, it was a right hook to a right uppercut to another right hook. And yep, glove touch. Absolutely a knockdown. Right hook. Boom.
It's going to knockdown.
Excellent job by the referee there. Make it very clear to all three judges and even us on the mics here.
Great mechanics from Christopher Young. He went over to the commissioner in charge. He asked, was that a knockdown? The commissioner confirmed that it was. He told every one of the three judges, and then he came over to our table and made sure we understood that it was a knockdown. So excellent work from Christopher Young. And I think we're seeing now Jino Rodriguez get a little wild, and that's going to set up more opportunities for Elvis.
Well, he's running out of time. I mean, he found that shot early on, but Elvis is a sharpshooter, man. We saw that in that sequence there. He threw 3 right hands in a row. All 3 landed.
And Chris, it's impressive just how fast those knockdowns come. It's just a crisp shot. Oh, it's easy to plan for just one weapon. And once again, that one is just Rodrigo going over his feet all on his own.
Nice.
It's a battle of right hooks, and so far the power is in the punches of Jino Rodrigo, but the precision and just concussive power has been in the right hand of Elvis Rodriguez, as well as he lands a looping right. I mean, if we actually had punch stats on how many lefts Rodrigo has thrown this fight, it'd probably be in single digits.
Yeah, he's looking for that Hail Mary shot.
Oh, there it is. I mean, look, good defensive responsibility from Elvis, having that glove where it's supposed to be. You see that every time that Rodrigo lands that right, it does a little bit of damage. Right here we've got Elvis Rodriguez, the Dominican southpaw. They call him the Dominican Kid, trained by Freddie Roach the International Boxing Hall of Famer. In round 3, it was Jino Rodrigo going down to an Elvis Rodriguez right hand. So 2-1 on the knockdown counters so far.
Now we're seeing Elvis Rodriguez really having to have to mind his P's and Q's in there. Being defensively sound, picking his offense properly. Out with a dream. It all started out with a dream. I told everybody I was going to be world champion since I was a kid. Nobody even listened. But listen, that's how it starts.
Said someday I'm going to be sitting there with Bernardo soon and calling fights
Exactly.
on ESPN. Here you are, buddy.
The peak of my career will be this night.
Poor shot, but he's been able to do that damage with that lightning quick right hook.
Yeah, I think he's taking less of a risk when he's being busy with the lead hand. He can keep that left hand back. Ooh, little hit on the break.
Don't do that again, okay?
Excellent refereeing tonight.
Oh, right hook once again, and Rodrigo just cannot withstand the power in that right hand of Rodriguez, although this time he's able to right himself and catch his balance.
But even when he's hurt, Rodrigo throws that looping right shot. Elvis needs to be careful. Got hit with one right there. Aye. Oh. You said it. Battle of the right hooks between these two.
Man. Elvis has two hands. Has kind of kept that left in his pocket defensively. Rodrigo, I don't know if he understands that he can throw a left, but man, that right is dangerous. Marvin Somodio also working with Elvis Rodriguez, Filipino himself, a former fighter, has become Freddie Roach's right-hand man. And you saw that right hand that Elvis Rodriguez landed on the temple, and Jino Rodrigo, don't know how he was able to withstand that and get back under control.
And Rodrigo, look at his legs. He's got very, very strong base. He's able to catch himself. He's in great condition, obviously. Freddie Roach said something fantastic in there. 1-2 with the hook behind it, this fight's over. And then we've been saying, Bernardo, where's that left hand? I want to see that left hand.
You and I haven't felt that right hand of Rodrigo, so there's a reason that left hand of Rodriguez is in a defensive spot.
Yeah, when a guy can hurt you when he hits you on the forehead, you're going to think twice about letting that left hand off the home base.
Olden days. Kids will never know.
No, people don't even know what we're talking about. Ooh, good body shot there from Rodrigo. Actually changed up that looping right hand upstairs and brought it down low. Scraped the belly button.
Things slowing down here in the 6th round. Respect for each other's power.
Yeah, very, very cautious outing here.
Right hook dropped Rodrigo again, and then in round 5 there was better action.
Now with Elvis here, we're seeing a lack of creativity. He's not being able to create openings, really just sticking to the one right hook, right uppercut, touching with the jab, as you said, with stiff opposition.
Do not count out Steve Claggett in tonight's main against Teofimo Lopez, but Teofimo is the top dog at 140 pounds. A very fluid division, as we've seen over the last few weeks. And oh, he stepped right into that.
Heavy shot. Elvis shakes his head no, which usually indicates he felt something.
Absolutely. If you acknowledge it.
Yeah, he got up.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the fact that he dropped Rodriguez early on. So, you know, Elvis doesn't feel confident that he could let those combinations go. He can let one shot go at a time, and the right hand for both has been very effective. But you got to think before you let 2 or 3 go, because you said it so many times tonight. Every time Rodriguez throws, there's something coming back from Rodrigo.
Yeah, and you can see even in the sequences where the punches are glancing or touching the gloves, Rodriguez looks uncomfortable because he's worried about that right hand.
When you want the best news in the game, you go to ESPN.com for Mike Coppinger's news and notes. He's standing by with our Mark Kriegel to bring us up to date. Hey, all that state of boxing work is working out for Mike Coppinger in terms of his timing. We're in his hometown right now.
Hate to see it, but it seems like, in a way, has his crosshairs on Canelo Alvarez, it seems.
Round 8 of a scheduled 10-rounder. Elvis Rodriguez told us, I have to look good because I have to strum the guitar. They call me Elvis for a reason.
In this hot Miami weather, but you know, started out very, very fast, hot and heavy early on, but not a whole lot going on these last few rounds. If Elvis wanted to make a statement, he's certainly not producing. Win tonight, look good tomorrow, or look good next time.
Second fight for Elvis in 2024.
Some cobwebs are added by that right hand to the forehead. Ooh, late in round 1.
It's another short right hand from Elvis. They look better next fight time out, or if it's just like Rodriguez making that decision of, hey man, this guy's dangerous and I just need to take him to, you know, just control the fight and win at all costs.
Freddie has been very controlled in the corner. Very calm. I wonder if that's going to change in these next 2 breaks.
10 seconds, Jimmy, 10 seconds.
Ooh, good attempt there with the left hand from Elvis Rodriguez, just misses.
At 10 p.m. Eastern, we move over to EA and how the outside stuff affects a guy inside the ring, no matter how much you try to play it off.
Absolutely. I mean, I was always a disciplined, very focused guy, but I cannot say that I was not affected by outside stuff that happened in my career that was out of my control. That's part of life. That's part of being an athlete, trying to compartmentalize. But listen, it has an effect.
All right, you are the consummate bachelor, so I have a question for you. Jino Rodrigo, his girlfriend says, if you win in America, I will marry you. Whoa! What would Chris Algieri do in that situation? Nice right hand again from Elvis Rodriguez. Pace slowed down considerably in the second half of this fight. After a blistering pace early on, where both fighters went down in the opening round. Round 3 saw Rodrigo go down again to a check right hook from Elvis Rodriguez. Round 5 saw Elvis land a beautiful shot that hurt Rodrigo more than Elvis. Like Elvis really put his hands in his pockets over the last 6 minutes, and now this round he finally, there's a straight left from Elvis, who says, hey, I do have this punch and I can follow it up with a right uppercut if you're not careful, kid.
That's the thing, when either man lands, it has an effect.
Yes. All right, let's listen in to Freddie Roach and his final instructions before round 10.
Interesting.
Red corner, blue corner. Touch him up.
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, you don't want him to get greedy because that's where you give Rodrigo an opportunity to counter you with that right hand. So stay focused, but let your hands go. Osuna alongside Chris Algieri with Timothy Bradley on vacation. A nice straight left by Elvis Rodriguez, who now has seemed more likely to throw the left hand over the last 2 rounds. A headbutt there as well, and a right hand.
A low blow and a headbutt.
Oh, that right uppercut.
Split the guard.
Stop. Let him go, let him go.
I mean, you cannot allow Rodrigo to get momentum coming forward and throw those shots, man.
Yeah, man, everything is hard. And that's what I was saying last round, in the last round. When either man lands, it affects their opponent. Every shot seems to jar each other.
Ooh, there it is, an uppercut once again. When a man has just one hand that he throws and he catches you like that, I mean,
I fought guys like this, Bernardo. It's tough. You got a guy who's just waiting on one punch. You start thinking about that punch too, and it's just it can really throw off your game. I think we're seeing that with Elvis tonight.
Nice straight left on the eyelid. See a little bit of blood. Please don't come over towards this corner. Nice straight left there from Elvis Rodriguez.
Elvis starting to put some shots together here in round 10. Listening to his corner, Freddie Roach said, go out there and win this round. Oh,
there's the right hand from Rodrigo, and he follows it up. I mean, you are not safe against Rodrigo's right hand.
Yeah, it really makes me think about, you know, Elvis Rodriguez, if he struggled to make the weight, because he's just not taking these punches well.
Rodrigo tripping over his feet. Elvis could not take advantage of that. So before we look at the highlights of the entire fight, let's look at the right hand that Rodrigo landed here in the 10th and final round, Chris.
Yeah, but again, it's the right hand, bang, and it's Elvis throwing that lead uppercut, stretched out. You know, his left hand came down, and Rodrigo came over the top. Well timed.
Elvis Rodriguez in trouble. These are the full fight highlights with both fighters going down in round one.
Yeah, first we saw that looping right shot that caught Elvis Rodriguez high on the head, took the legs away, and as Rodrigo went in for a finish, bang! Short little check hook on the inside. Rodrigo did not see it. Drops him awkwardly at the end of round one. Elvis Rodriguez righted the ship in rounds 2, 3, cracks him with this shot, and the referee correctly called that a knockdown after the fact, which is, I thought, a wonderful call by the official. And there we see all night long it was Rodrigo looking for those big shots, one at a time. But Elvis Rodriguez said he was coming out here to make a statement. The statement was not made.
We go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Efren LeBron and Steve Weisfeld have it 98-91. Lisa Giampa scores it 97-92. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Elvis, the Dominican Kid Rodriguez.
So a pair of 98-91s and the 97-92 scorecard with both fighters going down in round number 1. Elvis Rodriguez with the win.